Hey guys, this is audio from the RODE NT1 4th generation. And what I want to do is to basically do a super deep dive into determining how does the 4th gen compare to the 5th gen, because there's a lot of videos out there, but it's hard to tell. All right, I'm going to switch off now. And so here's audio from the RODE NT1 5th generation. And this is how the audio sounds. Microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3. Now, with the 5th generation, I'm not going to bother with the 32-bit float or the USB mode because that's not what I cared most about. What I wanted to know was, how does this compare to the RODE NT1 4th gen? Because, at least to my ears, when I was watching YouTube videos, I thought they sounded quite different. Swapping now. Now we're back on the NT1 4th gen. And I was curious, like, what are the differences between them? So I can talk about some superficial differences, and I can also talk about some things that are quite different. So the RODE NT1 5th gen weighs about 10 ounces, and the RODE NT1 4th gen weighs about 17 ounces. So it's a lot lighter, for better or for worse, in the newer version. Swapping now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two types of comparisons. The first comparison is I'm going to keep swapping back and forth, but the second is I'm going to make both capsules as even as I can and try to go from there. So let's go ahead and what I'm going to do is have them even, right? And I'm going to have them right in front of me like this. And let's see. Let's just read a passage here. So, the small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just the small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Pressed the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap. So we're on the 4th gen right now. This is how it sounds. Microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3, swapping. Now we're on the 5th gen. This is how it sounds. Microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3, swapping. Now we're back on the 4th gen. Let's go ahead and do a sibilance test. So, okay, that's my sibilance test for the 4th gen. And now let's swap. Now we're on the 5th gen, and let's do a sibilance test. Okay, and now let's go back on the 4th gen. This is the 4th gen. Microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3. This is the RODE NT1 4th gen. Microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3. This is currently plugged into the Zoom F6. Swapping now. This is the RODE NT1 5th gen, and this is how the audio sounds in XLR mode. And my main thing was to figure out 3 questions. Swapping. My first question is, how does it compare to the RODE NT1 4th gen? Does the 4th gen have, a little bit more detail, or, what's better between the two, or do they sound the same? Swapping. And this is the RODE NT1 5th gen. Microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Swapping. Again, this is the RODE NT1 4th gen. Microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3. Swapping. And this is the RODE NT1 5th gen. Microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3. Tell me what you think. Do you think they sound the same? Do you think they sound one is clearly better than the other? What I can tell you is that, and I'm on the 4th gen right now, is that I've noticed that at least on YouTube video, it's more easier to tell that the signature series of the RODE NT1, which is something that recently came out, it is the RODE NT1 5th gen without USB mode. Those two sound identical. And the signature one is actually $159. So the question I wanted to ask is that a deal? And I'm leaning towards yes. But, I still got to kind of siphon through these. Swapping back again to the RODE NT1 4th gen, and this is how it sounds. Mic check, testing 1, 2, 3. I've been saying this phrase so long that I can get a sense after I look in the video, I'll be able to know what actually, whether there is a difference or not. Swapping back, microphone check, testing 1, 2, 3. So that's my conclusion. You guys decide what you think, and we'll go from there.